Good afternoon, Tiegerman parents, families, friends, staff, and of course to our beloved students if you're watching, greetings. My name is Dr. Jeremy Tiegerman. I am the director of Tiegerman Schools. I am coming to you today from my real office in school. Now you may have been wondering, what's up with the State of the Union videos? Are they done? Or where is Dr. Jeremy Tiegerman? Is he in hiding? Well, I can assure you I am okay. I am not in hiding, and the updates are not done. Going forward, the updates probably will not be weekly, but will certainly be at least once a month. I believe strongly that keeping you up to date on school-related issues is imperative, and in a COVID year, I can guarantee you there will be certainly a bunch of updates going forward. So without further ado, let's get going. Today's date is Friday, October 2nd, 2020. This video today is the next portion of our series of informative communications called the State of the Union. Being that today is the first Friday in October, that means that we got through the month of September in school as safely as possible without major disruption. Now that I have said this, I probably have jinxed us all. However, no matter what happens going forward, I want to commend all of our staff, students, and their families for working together to push forward during these very challenging times. The planning we did over the course of the summer, and there was a lot, helped our staff, students, and their families to safely return to our buildings this month. As I review our progress to date, our students and staff in the buildings are following our COVID-related safety protocols on a daily basis. Our remote students and their families are regularly turning into their live lessons and accessing their work via the Google Classroom platform. And our task force teams have already and will be meeting several times a month to review our plans and protocols in order to assess our progress and make changes if necessary. If changes need to be made, we will do it. As I have mentioned to you all over the past several months, we are not perfect. We make mistakes, but we will eventually get it right. All of you at home are a very important part of our team. And if you have feedback on your child's learning experience to date, or have suggestions for our reopening task force teams, please never hesitate to contact your building principal or me at social@tiegerman.org. I have a couple of items today that I want to go over, and then we will jump into the building updates. First, I want to commend all of our students in school who are wearing masks. I know it has not been easy, and it can be uncomfortable at times, but you have all done such a fabulous job of helping to keep our schools safe. Parents, I also want to thank all of you. You worked with your children over the summer in order to help prepare them for September. Students, wonderful job. Keep up the great work. Parents, please, 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 I'll say it one more time. Please, if you have not already sent in your child's emergency contact information form to their school building, I am begging you, please send it in as soon as possible. We need this information. It is so very important. Next item, parents, I'm speaking to all of you now because if our staff is listening, they are already aware of this as they are currently following this protocol in our buildings. If your child presents with any of the COVID-19 related symptoms previously indicated to you by our building nurses, you will be asked to come pick up your child. Picking up your child on that particular day can be challenging. However, it is not as much of an issue as the issue relating to when your child can come back to school. As I have said before, following this requirement is a major inconvenience. But in COVID times, we have little choice, and we are following the mandated New York State Department of Health guidelines. Specifics of when your child can return to school will be provided to you by your child's building nurse, but essentially, it will require a doctor's clearance, a negative COVID-19 test, and resolution of symptoms. Please be advised that should your child be absent for an extended period of time due to a COVID-19 related absence, your child will receive instruction through our remote learning program. As I just said, I recognize how inconvenient and stringent this is. Please also realize this not only applies to our students, but also to our staff. So the question is, if we have a significant portion of our staff at home awaiting test results or a doctor's clearance or ordered to quarantine for a certain number of days, what will that mean? Please do not fear. We have created succession plans in all of our buildings to ensure in-person students are educated, supported, and supervised at all times. However, please also be advised that based on the number of staff we have out of our building at a point in time, it may not allow a classroom, a building, or an entire program to operate safely in the physical space. So you ask Dr. Jeremy Tiegerman, what does this really mean? Well, it would mean that we would probably have to go back into remote on a temporary basis until we have enough staff in our building to support our students in a classroom or a building. Again, it will only be temporary. The only long-term remote situation going forward would be under an executive order to close by the governor. Please do not worry now, but it is definitely a possibility going forward, and I wanted to explain our rationale for having to do this with you as soon as possible so that you are prepared if we have to eventually go in this direction on a temporary basis. Lastly, please be advised that while all of our students' information is always protected, in COVID times, data now needs to be shared with the New York State Department of Health. If and when, and please know families, it is certainly going to be a when. This virus is very catchy. When a positive case pops up in a classroom or in one of our buildings, you will be informed by the end of the day that we find out that it is a confirmed case by your building principal. In addition, we are required to report daily to the New York State Department of Health. This information can be found daily on their website under the COVID-19 report card section. Our schools can be found under the private school section, and then you will have to go to your child's specific Tiegerman building to see our COVID-related data since the beginning of September. Now on to our updates. Updates from our development department. Free family event, Saturday, October 10th. It is the Trunk or Treat and Drive-In movie featuring Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse at the Tiegerman Middle School parking lot. This originally was a paid event, but we thought that maybe making it free, we would have a better turnout and participation, and you could always donate if you wish. That'd be very nice. Visit us at www.tiegerman.org/drive-in for more details and to get your tickets. Hurry, space is running out. Also, show your Tiegerman pride and support our face mask campaign. We just made these with the Tiegerman logo on it. They are a fan favorite. I have one myself. Please, if you'd like some more information or if you want to get your hands on one of them, visit us at www.tiegerman.org/face mask. On to our building updates. Our principal, Mrs. Karen Katzman at Glen Cove Preschool Elementary School, would like to alert our families and our students that Thursday, October 8th is our virtual open school night for preschool and school age programs. UPK families, this is not set up yet. A date for your open school night virtually will be determined at a later date and time. Please look out for notifications from the school on that. Therapists will have meetings with parents beginning October 8th through October 15th. More information will follow. Also, our principal, Mrs. Karen Katzman, wants to let all of our students and families know that our October character education topic is respect. Classes will focus on what it means to show respect. Our principal at the Glen Cove Middle School, Mrs. Kristen Lyons, wants our parents and students to know October 5th is open school night virtually. Videos will be posted to staff Google Classroom pages. October 26th will be the middle school Spirit Week. Our principal at the Richmond Hill High School, Mrs. Lauren Leonardi, wants parents and students to know that open school night virtually will be on October 8th. Teacher videos will be posted on their classroom tiles all day. COSA events coming up in the high school. October 4th is Mad Hatter Day. October 15th is National Sports Day. October 21st is Unity Day. October 23rd is Freshman Fall Festival. October 28th is Hispanic Heritage Assembly, which will be conducted virtually. And October 30th is the Halloween Dance-a-thon. Looks like a lot of fun. Our principal at the Tiegerman School at Woodside, Mrs. Nina DeVita, wants parents and students to know Tiegerman School at Woodside virtual open school night is October 15th. The principal and also the physical education teacher want to alert students and families that PE classes will continue to be held outside as long as weather permits. So please make sure you send in your children with warm jackets or warm clothes so we can continue to have physical education outside. Parents, families, friends, staff, and students, it was wonderful reconnecting with all of you today, and we will continue this throughout the course of the school year. We look forward to facing the challenges of the 2020-2021 school year with you, and always want you to remember that we can accomplish anything if we stay together and stay Tiegerman tough. Have a restful weekend. Take care all.